You who came from the star. We look alike, we speak alike, but they're from a different planet. Today we have a special guest in the Soundcase studio. Today we have Swervy. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Soundcase studio. Can you first introduce yourself to all of our listeners, please?
Hi guys, my name is Swervy. I recently turned 20 and I am an artist from Hi-Lite Records. And I guess you guys know my music from my latest album, Undercover Angel, or you may not, but I hope you guys become my fans today.
Oh.
After, listening to my live and all these chatting with Ash.
Yes, welcome. We are very excited to have you in the studio today. You just turned 20, so that means you were born in the year 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's like a year before the World Cup. The 2002 World
let's
Cup.
not talk about that. But anyways, you said during the song break that this is your second time on radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how are you feeling?
I am actually very nervous, but I hope I don't get any more nervous after me, chatting with you for a few minutes.
Yeah, and she even said how the our listeners on the comment section are so nice. She was like,
Yeah,
they're all so kind.
sweet.
Yeah, our listeners are very, very kind and sweet, so you don't have to worry about any mean comments. They're gonna welcome you with open arms, so you can just enjoy yourself, loosen up, not be nervous. But yeah, I hope you'll have fun at Soundcase today, and I hope our listeners will enjoy the next hour as well. So Swervy, it's kind of hard to say. I gotta be like Swervy. Swervy. How did you get that name?
I actually got this name from it was like an aesthetic Facebook page what I was subscribing to that page for a long time, and they uploaded this photo that said the word Swervy in it, and I was like totally I kind of got mesmerized because like the word seemed very, I don't know, kind of like the word described itself to me. It was like Swervy itself. So like in other interviews, I said that I chose this name Swervy because I wanted to swerve through all the, bad consequences and all that stuff. So I guess it worked out because like my latest album, people kind of liked it. So
Oh, that's great. I mean, but they have aesthetic Facebook pages.
It's like
Wow,
for
no
the
idea.
aesthetic only.
Oh, so do you know Tumblr?
Of
Oh, you
course.
do know Tumblr. Oh,
I
okay.
have a Tumblr, but it's like top secret to all
Oh,
my fans.
yeah, because I used to be super into Tumblr as well, and Tumblr is where I went for all the aesthetic pictures. Like
Exactly.
you just scroll down and you find so many things that you make as your new icon or like your new background.
Exactly. You had to learn HTML. You had to learn how to code and stuff
Yeah.
to customize your own Tumblr.
That was fun. Good old days. So Swervy. And can I ask how our listeners might be curious how you speak English so well?
Well, I don't speak good English anymore, because I recently forgot all my vocabs because I've been speaking Korean most of the time. But I studied abroad for about 11 years.
Where?
Well, I stayed in so many places. It was Hong Kong, China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Vietnam, and I think I went to Germany.
Was that by choice or was that you were just following your family around?
I was following my dad around.
Wow.
When I came back to Korea, that was the first commitment I ever made. To come back here and stay with my grandma and all that stuff.
Yeah. So you were traveling from a country to another country. How long did you stay in each of the places? Not for long.
Sometimes it was less than a year. So I had to leave all my friends behind and that stuff. But we had Facebook, so.
I mean, but how is that, just going from place to place at a young age and not being able to, stay put in one area and, make friends and have, a safe environment, a secure environment? Do you think that, affected you in any way?
I guess that gave me, sort of a survival tactic or something like that. But honestly, I think I you know, I feel like I grew up in Seoul. Because, like, I was 11 when I dropped out. So
Right.
before that, I was a fetus, you know?
Fetus.
I was so small and tiny. I didn't even know what was going around. So,
Right.
like, I came to Seoul when I was 13. I homeschooled for about, like, 2 years. And then I came back to Seoul. So that's when I started making friends and, like, you know, actually making relationships with people and, like, getting to know what the industry is like and all that stuff.
Oh, wow. So have you picked up any language besides English?
Well, I used to speak some Chinese and decent Russian, but like right now I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, probably because after you came to Korea, you probably stopped speaking it, right? Okay, well, that's crazy. You were everywhere.
Yeah, I was everywhere.
Do you remember like all the cities?
Like, do I have any like memories of them?
Yeah.
Well, some I do, but like for Vietnam and Hong Kong, I was so tiny and little, I don't think I remember any of them. But like I have really great memories of Kazakhstan and China, because I stayed in China for 4 years, and Kazakhstan 3.
Oh, wow.
So like the other places, it was like less than a year, like or a year only.
Wow, that's so fascinating. Would you ever go back to any of those countries?
Well, I'd go back to China. I'd go back to China because I was in Shenzhen, and Shenzhen's like really, it's like, it's a big city. And it's great for shoppers, and I am a big shopper myself. So
She loves shopping. Okay, so yeah, we're here to talk about your album today. I mean, we love to get to know you as a person as well, but the main focus right now is to talk about your latest release, your first full-length album that you released ever after debuting 3 years ago. So, Undercover Angel.
that's the name.
Full-length album. You must have poured out your heart and your soul and all of yourself into this album. Please tell us about it.
The album Undercover Angel is based on like a lot of true stories. Like the first track Alibi, that was based on a true story, and the title track Blue is based on the true stories. And you know, like besides all those 2 tracks, like it's always about me and myself and what I felt, like my emotions, the change of my emotions during the times that I, you know, like kind of got left behind and like when I felt lonely and stuff. So it's not like a happy album. Like you can't really enjoy it in a happy mood, except for Blue. Blue's pretty happy, but it's like sad and happy at the same time. So it's like I did pour my heart into it, but like I poured my heart into it because I wanted people to understand what I felt like, and like I wanted them to, you know, at least try to be in my shoe for once.
Right. So were those the stories that you wrote about in your album and your songs, were they mostly from your experiences when you lived abroad?
Not really. The whole album takes place in about like I guess 2016 to 2020. Like
so the last 4 years.
It's about the last 4 years. It's about the things that I felt when I first like just jumped into the industry. Like, you know, some things I've seen, like some of the things that I've seen was very foul, and some of the things that I've seen was very, you know, very respectful, and it was happy memories, but some were not. And you know, it's mostly about the things that were not happy. So, but I still got like enormous love for this album because it was like the only time I actually really felt very truthful to myself when writing the lyrics.
Oh, and you wrote all of the lyrics, right? Wow. And how did you get started in music in the first place after you came back to Seoul?
Well, I didn't know what to start with because, you know, I don't have any knowledge on how to be an underground rapper in Korea, right? So I started making friends in Hongdae, and then that's when I met my producer, Sui, and then he introduced me to a lot of, you know, like how to make music and all that stuff. So yeah, that's how I got started. That's when I debuted. So that's how I debuted in 2017. That was my first single, Hybrid. Don't look up. It's like
it's like 흑역사, like history that you just want to bury. No, I'm pretty sure it's good. I'm sure it's good.
Oh, come on. You just met me.
Wait, but then how did you get started on rapping, and how did you learn to rap?
Well, I think I made many good friends, and then, some of them were beat makers, and then they gave me a whole lot of beat, like 300 beats.
Whoa.
And then they wanted me to just feel free to rap. And then I did. I wrote my lyrics, and it was like, it was crap. It was crap. But then they, taught me how to, how to rhyme and all that stuff, and how to keep the attitude. So like, from then I started to, make songs and release them on SoundCloud and all this stuff. And then last year, I think it was last year. I don't know. I'm not sure. But then I went on SMTM. And then Palo Alto Oppa was there. And then he approached to me, told me he was my fan, and I was like, what? Is this a fraud? Like, Palo Alto, he's like...
Yeah.
But then he really, contacted me.
After the show?
After the show. After the show was, like, ending. Like, it was... So that's, like, about 3 to 4 months later, we met on the 방송국. So I was like... So I thought he was contacting me for like a feature or something, but then he actually said he was thinking about, signing me to his label. And the funny thing is that was Hi-Lite Records was my go-to, like my number one label, like my dream label. So I was, I was in the clouds for like a year.
So you've been in the label for how long now?
I think I've been in the label for a year and a half.
Year and a half. Wow. And do you still feel the same about...
Of course. They're all so nice.
Oh, that's good.
They're all like samchons. They're not... They're like
uncles.
They're
no,
like...
literally.
Yeah, literally. But they're all so nice. And we have like new members, and they're quite young. So I'm making many friends.
Okay. And are there babies, more babies than you?
Not like literally babies, but...
Around your age.
Around my age.
That's good. Okay. So you said you wrote all the lyrics for this album. What would you say was the easiest song to write the lyrics for?
I think it was... wait, let me see. I think it was... Oh, it's actually GOMP, the one that I'm probably gonna sing live today.
Okay. Why? Why was that the most difficult?
Oh, wait, I'm talking about the easiest one.
The easiest.
Or the difficult, the most hardest one for me to write the lyrics for was, I think, Trapped in the Drum.
What is that song about?
That song is about me getting trapped in, like me getting literally trapped in the drum, because rappers, they rap on the drum, right? I felt like I was trapped in the drum because, rappers, sometimes they feel like, we rappers, we feel like we are not supposed to show what we feel inside, and like we're not supposed to show our soft side, right? And we're supposed to rap about whatever we're feeling, whatever we're angry about, and all that stuff. So I kind of felt like that was a little trap that I was trapped in, because as a human being, I want to tell people and like really talk to people and show them how I feel inside. But then on the other side, as a rapper, I'm supposed to hide them and like, act more like a typical rapper. How
all
typical,
hard and
all hard and stuff. But like I'm soft. I'm really soft. So that's what I talked about in that track, Trapped in the Drum. So it was hard because it was my first time telling people that I was having a hard time acting like a typical rapper.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of embarrassing if you think about it. So that was the hardest part. Me being able to like understand the fact that people are gonna say it's okay to be soft.
Yeah, it definitely is. And you shouldn't be hard on yourself for that. And in the third track, I heard that the third track is very meaningful because your mother's voice is in it. Your mother's prayer is in the song.
Yup.
Oh, what's the title of that song?
It's called Sutra.
Sutra.
It's like it's a Buddhism prayer, and it's a skit. It's not really much of a track. It's a skit. But my mom, I told her to like come over to my studio and then pray in front of the microphone, and she did. And
she was okay with that?
She was like, all right, and she did. And then I added that track in it because the prayer, the meaning of the prayer is like, it's like being 만물의 자비를. How am I supposed to?
Huh? Don't ask me.
How am I supposed
You
to?
speak it better than me. 만물의 자비?
That's like
자비? What's 자비? 자비를 베푼다? Oh, like your.
I can't think of the vocab right now.
Me neither. It's really hard.
It's like, basically being nice to everything, being nice to every living soul in the world. And like, and it's also about, really understanding yourself and letting yourself go, letting yourself, just telling yourself that it's okay to be you and all that stuff. That's what the prayer is about. So that's why I added that track after the track Mama Lisa, because the track right before the skit Sutra is for my mom. It's for my mom, but it's not like a typical I love you mom track. It's more of it's a very hard trap styled track. And I talk about my mom telling me to, don't let people, treat you badly. Like, cause she told me to, like, fight them when they treat me badly instead of, just saying
Taking
sorry
it all
and like taking it all by myself. She wanted me to, like, she didn't want me to start fights because that's like mean, but she wanted me to stand up for myself.
Right.
When people, accused me of something false or all that stuff. So that's why I added her prayers right after the track.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm sure she really loved it a lot.
Yeah, she loved it, but she was like so embarrassed. She was like, do I really sound like this? Like,
I know, that's how we all feel when we first hear our voices. But yes, we're going to go listen to the song that you prepared live for us. What's the first song you're going to perform for us?
It's actually not from my latest album, Undercover Angel, but it's called Art Gang Money. It was a single I released last year with my good friend Reddy Oppa from our label, but he's not here today, so it's gonna be a solo version of me only.
Oh, all right. Is there a reason you wanted to perform this song today?
Oh, it's because I did perform this song on many concerts and like live shows and all that stuff, but from due to all of this COVID-19 mess, I haven't been on any shows lately, so I kind of wanted to feel the same way again, like performing, because I always perform this song in every one of my live shows. So
yeah, you must miss the stage a lot. Okay, well, just the studio's yours. It's all yours.
Thank
Just
you.
imagine yourself on stage. All right, we'll go listen to that. This is Art Gang Money by Swervy.
Thank you. Let's go.
Gang is what you never really gotta ain't never gotta It's good to be feeling yourself, but don't mess it up. Some call it the gang, the mob, celestials on the street, and some call them social media influencers. The nature of this seems quite complicated to understand, but in the beginning there was the art, the key to pulling everything together, form a figure, and also ironically destroy them completely. Money. I mean, who really has an art-like definition to this term? I just need that to buy new hoodies from Tokyo.
Where the money at? Cause we love that thing. Bands in my pocket and my bra hide that thing. You got the audacity to steal my fit. I put a hole in your face. My art game, kiss money, art, money game. Smell weak, spend it. Spread the moolah on my face like a Cayman thing. When the gang talk, you better go and shut your lips. Cause if I hear attack, you would jump on your team. Back coops, Vivian Westwood underpanties. That I'm beating chickens up just like I'm destined to a skull. Locked on my phone, skull locked up in my hoodie. And I ride it with the bunny. Our gang has got the money. And I jump down, jump out, boys. Grip a teeny, just go whipping the car toys. And you'll find stuff done. You'll get messed, boy. No, I will shit for the movie, but you dumb boy. I don't get the message. Rappers keep on meaning. Cause 나 $1,000 바지 내 OD에는 토끼나는 머리 아무 풀고 네 여자친구 뺐지. 자꾸 내 생각이 난데 네 옆에 있을 때 제일. Tigers on my feet, our gang is moody. Designer moody, I'm on the bougie. 내가 뭐 미치지 않은 이상 네 인생이 궁금할 리가 없지. Let's you pay me. 나를 서울 달려 토끼 도쿄에서 왔으니까 I'm below registry. I'm a flying fire with that bass. Looking at the cat J's. And my money misphase. And my money make face. Hey, life rise. I'm all the vision bright. With the girls see me gone. 아침에 눈 뜨면 난 거기 없어. 친구들 돈을 벌고 우리는 망할 리 없어. Straight up money make us 니시아에 우린 없어. I come from, I gain money where the money come from. I gain money where the game come from. I gain money, money. I gain money where the I come from. I gain money where the money come from. I gain money where the game come from. I gain money, money.
Whoa! Wow! That was so short, but wow, that was fire.
I usually
Whoa.
don't look on my phone when I go live, but today I had to change all my lyrics.
Right, because there's a lot of profanity.
It was very explicit for this show, so I had to change all the lyrics to a clean version. And I was so worried I might get mixed up. So that's why I was looking on my phone the whole time. So I hope you guys understand. It's all for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You didn't mess up. And I'm sure because you've performed this countless times, you're so used to saying the original lyrics.
Explicitly.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm very impressed that you were able to do the clean version for us today for the first time. But let's read some comments. If there are some comments you want to read, you could read it as well.
They're like, hold my wig, hold my wig.
Do you know like Twitter language, like Stan language?
Stan language. I mean, I have a Stan account which nobody knows about, and I'm never gonna open it to anybody. But yeah, I'm always watching.
Who do you stan?
Who do I stan? I think all my fans probably know. And I think it's probably best to not say it here.
Why? Okay.
You know, like all these other shows that I was in, like I told everyone on the media that I'm a very big fan of BTS. And of course I have a Stan account for them. I mean, I don't go on it usually these days because I'm a busy girl now.
Oh my God.
I'm a busy gal. I'm a busy gal. But when I wasn't busy at all, like before I started, you know, working on my albums and stuff, you know where I was.
That just made me see you as a plain 20-year-old now. You know, like before when we had our conversations and when I saw you perform, I was like, oh my God, how could she be this like wise and like this good when she's 20 years old? And then she talks about standing BTS. I'm like, okay, she's 20. So cute. But okay, I want to read some more comments. Judy said, is she breathing? Rebecca said, wow, she goes right into it and doesn't slow down. I'm running out of breath just listening to her. Brian L said, I'm a fan. Whoa. Minkin said, oh my gosh, she burned everything. So powerful. It's Swervy. Yeah, they weren't expecting this, so everyone's kind of like blown away right now. Yeah, everyone loves your personality, and yeah, they're loving you. So.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Rebecca has a point. She's like, BTS Stan account is probably the best for going under the radar through. Because nobody will ever. I mean, true. I mean, they got like tons of.
They got
Stan
like
accounts.
millions and millions and millions. So yeah,
So
I think
it's
you're
like,
good.
whatever.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right. So are you feeling like good now? You feel better? Okay. Yeah. Wow, that was crazy. That was so
Thank
crazy.
you.
Did you ever have like a kind of like a role model growing up, or like a rapper role model that you looked up to?
Actually, it's Palo Alto oppa.
And that's why you wanted to join.
He's he's the CEO of our label. And, you know, before I knew what he was like in real life, I still wanted to be like him because the way that he expressed himself on the media, he sounded so, you know, like deep and wise and all that stuff. And like after actually getting to know him, he is more, you know, wiser than I expected, and he is more of a he's more of a sweetheart than what we see on the media. I mean, even in the media, he kind of like he gets, you know, shown as a sweetheart, but like in real life, he's more soft, and he has a soft side, and it's like really nice talking to him.
Oh, so do you think you get a lot of your wisdom from him as well?
Well, I guess I can say that.
Okay.
I guess I can say that.
Is there any other genre that you might want to try in the future?
Well, I wanted to try mixing blues with trap.
Oh wow.
Because the drums actually, if you listen really closely, it's pretty similar if you listen to it, like only the drums. So I really wanted to try mixing it together, and also I really wanted to try out like, you know, like rock itself, not, you know, like not what they call emo trap or all that stuff,
but like actual rock.
Because I really, really like the whole concept of rock getting mixed with trap, because like that was very 2020. That was such a 2020 thing to do. But for me, I am more of a fan of rock itself. So I really wanted to try, and actually I got to work with Captain Rock from Crying Nut. Like, they're such an OG punk rock band
Yeah.
from Korea, and it was such an honor to work with them for my title track Blue from this album.
Yeah. Wow. Your dreams are coming true one by
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
It is insane. Do you have any instruments that you play as well?
I used to know how to play the bass guitar, but like not anymore.
That's so bad. That suits you so well. I can so imagine you on that. Oh my gosh.
I used to know how to play the bass guitar. Like really, I was really young. I mean, I'm still young, but I was younger. I was 9, 8 or something.
When you learned? Oh wow.
But then that didn't go so well because my hands were so tiny back then. So like I was bleeding all the time from all the practice and stuff. So my mom was like, you know what, why don't you try, like playing something normal like piano or a violin or all that stuff. But I was like, nah. And then that's when I started, feeling like I wanted to try out rapping and stuff.
Oh, wow. And you mentioned Crying Nut before as one of the artists who featured, and there are a few more artists that featured in this album. Can you tell us some of them so our listeners have an idea?
Well, I just mentioned Crying Nut, Captain Rock, and there was Palo Alto, our Palo Altopa, and there was Justice for the track that I mentioned, Trapped in the Drum, and Sui, my producer and my best friend. He featured in the track called Yaya 2. Those are the people who helped me out for this album.
Are there any episodes that, happened while you guys were working together?
Oh my god. So this track called Wait It, it's titled Why in English, and that's the track that Palo Alto featured in. And that track has a music video, okay? And while shooting this music video, oh my god, there was a scene that I had to crash onto his car. But of course, it's a music video, so everything is like set up, right?
Yeah.
Everything is already like it's supposed to happen, and everything's fake, right?
Yeah.
But then I actually crashed this car,
Wait.
and he's driving a Mercedes, and I was like, "What?"
What were you driving?
Well, this like really old,
Like vintage car?
and I mean it was vintage in a bad way.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like one
Vintage-
of those like smooth, vintage, nice,
It's
like
not-
old school cars.
Yeah, but like vintage in a bad way, okay? And like I literally had to get rid of the car after our music video. It was, I was already scheduling the day to get rid of our car and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's why I sprayed painted it, like really, I spray painted all these
over
curse
it?
words and all that stuff. But then I actually crashed this car, okay?
Wait, you don't even have a license, right?
Well, my friend drove the car, but I was
Oh.
inside.
Oh, so it wasn't you that crashed the car.
It wasn't me exactly driving.
Oh, but
Well, it wasn't big of a deal because
Okay.
like his number plate,
License plate?
his license plate was like, it was a teensy tiny
oh, okay.
little thing,
okay,
but like,
all right.
but then what I felt like, I felt like the world was like crashing behind my eyes.
Was he shocked too? Was Palo Alto shocked as well?
Well, he seemed shocked, but then I could see the way. I could see the way that he tried, to stay calm while talking. He was like, "It's okay," but then it's like, "It's okay."
Oh, wow, thank God it was just his license plate that got a little tiny scar. Yeah, thank goodness. Are there any other artists that you want to work with in the future?
I got a lot of artists that I wanted to work with. There's this band called Swimmers. I've been standing them for like.
So you enjoy rock music as well? You
I enjoy
a lot of
rock. I
music?
still enjoy rock music.
okay.
Honestly, I think this is a bit controversial to say, but like I enjoy rock more than hip hop.
Oh.
Even till now,
wow.
even as a rapper myself, I still enjoy rock music better than hip hop because. That's the genre that gives me back memories of my childhood and all that stuff.
Who did you grow up listening to?
I was a big fan of Green Day. I was a big fan of Green Day. I had all their albums. I still have all their albums.
Really?
Even the cassette tape from 1984.
What?
I am a big fan of Green Day.
Wow.
And I grew up listening to like My Chemical Romance and all those kind of bands that were
popular back in the days. Oh wow! I saw someone in the comments said you look great. You would look great as a rock star. I think something like that. And yeah, I think that's so true. They can imagine you as a rock star. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Maybe you can try it in the future, right? Okay, so you say you write the lyrics of your songs, and like you say they're your own stories, right? So how do you keep a track of what you're going to write? Is it just like you sit down and you just like start working and writing, or do you keep like a daily journal, or I don't know, do you have like a memo on your phone? How do you keep track of your thoughts?
I used to have a journal. I used to have a little journal that I wrote in every time I, had an idea and stuff. But these days, I don't really keep a journal or like, jot down memos or something. I don't do that anymore. But instead, I actually just sit down and write lyrics instead of, jotting down ideas.
Okay.
Because, for me, as a rapper, we usually write 16 bars a verse. So that's like pretty long. It's like a long entry for a diary or a journal.
Yeah.
So that's why I just write my lyrics instead, like in the mood.
Like, so what happens if it doesn't come to you?
That actually doesn't really happen.
Really? Okay, you can drink your water. So you've never like been in a slump, or like you've never been stuck in the same place for so long. You're like, what do I do? Like, do I just quit, or do I just like take a break, or?
I mean, I do get into many slumps. Like I've been into many slumps, but that does last long. I mean, it does last long, but I never struggled on writing my lyrics because I always have so much to talk about.
You're just like, you have all these thoughts in your head that you want to like express into songs. Oh wow. Wow, very impressive. And I know we keep mentioning your age, and I don't know if you like that or not, but
no, it's fine. It's fine.
You're 20, and sometimes maybe you meet your friends, and some of your friends might be just living a life as a college student, and etc. And how do you feel when you see your friends who are living, let's say, just like a quote unquote more ordinary life than you are?
Honestly, I don't really have many friends that are my age. Because I started being in this scene at such a young age. So that made me have older friends, like way older friends. So, all my friends that are living a normal life, they're actually like 회사원, right now. They're all businessmen.
Oh, like working in companies and stuff like that, 9-to-5 jobs. Do you ever wish that you had lived, like a quote unquote normal life, going to school, like graduating high school, going to college, etc.?
Of course I do. I feel like I missed out a lot while I was growing up. But honestly, like, if that was like a change for this lifestyle that I have right now, I don't really have any regrets.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because I met so many good people.
And like those good people, I'm sure there are a lot of good people in your label as well. Who would you say takes the best care of you?
The best care of me? Nobody really takes care of me. But
why? I thought they were all like your uncles. Shouldn't they take care of you?
팔로 오빠.
Okay.
Because I run up to him whenever I have a problem or whenever I feel like I'm not in the right place or something. I always run up to him, ask him for advice. So.
Oh, okay. And who would you say you're the closest to?
I think it's... Oh wait, this is actually really hard. I've been talking with Reddy Oppa, like a lot, because I am really, really, really into fashion. I am really, really into fashion, and he is a known fashion icon. So
you guys mostly talk about fashion when you guys meet up. Okay, that's cool. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and listen to the second song right away. What is this song? I think you talked about it a little before.
It's called GOMP, and I am not allowed to explain the title.
Let me try to figure it out. I can't. I have no idea what it means.
Well, it's like, get off my...
Okay. All right. Okay. And you said this was the easiest to write before, right?
Yeah, this was the easiest to write because the whole track is like filled with rage. So I was just supposed to, like talk about what I hate.
Okay.
Talk about what I was so raging about.
Okay, just unleash your rage here. All right, we'll be looking forward to it. Do you need a second to sip water?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. All right, she'll be getting ready to sing her second and final song for us. I wish we could hear like so much more. I wish she could just have like a mini concert for us, but unfortunately this will be the second and last song for today. If you guys have any messages or questions you want to ask Swervy, please send them into the send message board. All right, now we're gonna listen to, are you ready? This is GOMP.
The what kind of situation is this? Making stuff up, squeak, clean piss. Kid another glimpse of me with straight head. Your man to the other dimension, get this. 너무 많아 커트가 없어 빠지가 난 이걸 신경 쓰는데 너 왜 말이 많아 허지게 척두개도 너와야 척이 되고 나랑은 알 바 없이 너도 알잖아. Get your fast straight with the damn straight face pull up. Can't even be walking out straight. 나는 멀리 왔지 너는 거기까지. 무슨 말을 해 그건 그렇게 하는 게 아니라고 말해줬잖아. 수백 번은 더야 입 아프게. I'ma be back in a minute. 조금 생각해볼게 망하면 내가 너를 고용해. 나 원하는 건 그냥 이집펜에 성편 달렸지 내 입에 감정은 내 집 앞 당포에 청바지랑 그냥 바꿔내 내 친구 살지 22호에 놀러가서 이거 녹음해 넌 촌스럽고 나는 취급해 허니 먹고 치면 생각 조금해 내 지갑은 필요해 만복이 내버지는 습관처럼 잠복이 내 가족의 취미는 이제 잠복이 부은 건내 누보다 니 칸덩이 Hot like tacky put it in my pocket 잘한다 생각이 그냥 어찌 살지 Fit with undercover 잠복하고 있어 시간 없지 지금 야 끝이 다 알지 Snitches and I'm just out saying purple thing ain't on my sister not trying to kill myself look at me on my blank state I'm just chilling with my say they got things but only gossip 뭐 장난하냐 time went past me with these snitches and I'm just out saying purple thing ain't on my sister not trying to kill myself look at me on my blank state I'm just chilling with my say they got things but only gossip 너 장난하냐 체크숍할 거야 내 인생을 나는 너무 빨라서 살기에는 나는 너무 쉽게 미래를 보지 TV 보듯 내 핏이 너무 빛나 우체색도 무지개로 보여 어떡해나 내 비전은 Hi-Lite 요한하게 사람 수명이라 어떡하냐 친구 안 하고 싶어 모두 하나 가족과 뚫어 저게 소굴한 속을만 해 너의 보습관 달리 그냥 달려서 문제야 내 인생과 내 옷 내 몸 나 비스도 뻔한 척도 못도 없고 돈 벌러 웃기지만 뭘 지키는 건 우리 몫이지 다 저리 꺼져 지는 해들 위로 통해 바다 위로 현동 작은 땅에 Hi-Lite 밝은 미래 익숙하고 익숙한 이 카니발 위서 보니 나라 믿은 녀석들은 쌈보 차림 Ice tea on my ice drip drip Baby looks around but 나 사라지지 나의 왼손에 짝패 긁고 오디에 앉아 상표가 100개 남아 쓸가라 팝대 표정을 유지해 노력 안 해도 이제 니네 늙을 수도 없는 순간 나의 머리에 내 정신은 높이 올라 저 세상같이 나의 조상님은 자랑스러워 왜냐면 다 알지 이륙할 때 평소같이 걸쳐입어 지투어 좋은 대로 눈 감리게 순간도 샀지 Snitches and I'm just out saying purple thing ain't on my sister not trying to kill myself look at me on my blank state I'm just chilling with my say they got things but only gossip 너 장난하냐 time went past me with these snitches and I'm just out saying purple thing ain't on my sister not trying to kill myself look at me on my blank state I'm just chilling with my say they got things but only gossip 너 장난하냐
Woo! Hey. Oh my god, when you said 너 장난하냐? I was like I got scared all of a sudden. I was like, oh, so charismatic.
I told you it was filled with rage.
Yeah, can you say that just that part one more time?
장난하냐?
So scary, so charismatic, full of charisma. But yes, Rebecca says, man, I'm definitely a new fan. I need to add all of her stuff to my playlists.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Jing says, oh my god, her rap. I am dying. LOL. Karen said, I said farewell to my wig. Ha ha ha.
Everyone's wigs are like flying around.
Yeah, it's like, woo, woo. Are you all right though? Are you sick?
I'm really sorry for the part that I, kind of got lost with. I think it's a bit dry here, and I had a sore throat this morning.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You still slayed. You slayed,
thank
girl.
you, thank you.
Slayed. Mars says, dang, the bars. Toby O says, slayin'. Yes, everyone enjoyed it so much. I see a lot of fire emojis. Brian L says, I really like the flow of this beat. She's really good. Yeah, all right, I'm glad. Donnie says, oh my gosh, she breathes CD. She's amazing. Hey Swervy, do you eat CDs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Karen says, how can she rap that smooth and so easily?
Oh, thank you. This hype is like so like
they're the best hype man / hype woman. Rebecca Dodd said, I'm glad to know that she's the future of rap / hip hop.
Thank you. I really gotta work on my new music.
Yeah, I mean, do you have plans? I mean, I know you just released it, but
of course I do. I was actually planning on my next album while I was getting like ready to release my latest album. Because it usually takes about a year to prepare for an album. So usually like rappers, they think through their next album while they're like getting ready to release the ones that they are working on.
So do you think the next one will be like a single or like a full length or like an EP?
Well, I'm actually, I'm really open about ideas. So I'm working on tracks. So if they sound better on a like if they sound better when they're mixed all together, it's gonna be an EP or a full length. But if they, if I can't like resist myself from letting you guys hear all my new stuff and stuff, then it's gonna be like out as a single.
Oh, okay. Do you think there will be any releases before this year ends?
Well, I hope so. That's what that is what I'm going for right now.
Okay, that's good. We'll be waiting.
Thank you.
And like, I don't know, I'm just curious, because you still like, you mentioned that you had a Stan account and you are, like a fangirl and, like even though you slay as a rapper and like as an entertainer and a performer, you are still, a 20-year-old girl living her life, trying to live her life to the fullest in Seoul. And I'm just wondering like what you like to do with your friends or like what you like to do when you have free time.
Honestly, I go shopping. And
in Hongdae?
In Hongdae. I have friends that they own like a boutique of some sort, and they have all kinds of brands and all kinds of stuff. That's where I go hang out. And like sometimes I make clothing myself.
Oh wow!
I design clothing myself, and I play computer games. Am I allowed to say the title?
Yeah, sure.
I play Overwatch. When I hang out with my friends.
Okay, so you guys go to like internet cafe and stuff like that. Okay.
But I have the whole setup in my room.
In your house, like in your room.
In my house.
Oh wow. Okay. What is like the most popular thing these days like that? I don't know. I'm still like out of touch. Like I thought that I was like pretty trendy and I knew what was going on, and then I meet Swervy and I'm kind of like I don't know what like the newest and the hottest trends are right now.
Honestly, I am so outdated too.
Oh really? Okay.
Because I don't really go out. I don't really go out to like hang out, like literally hang out. Like, I just go out to meet my friends. We eat and then we come back. Like we don't try out. All those new trends and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very outdated myself too. But I think these days they all try out these like what was it, Targona coffee? Isn't that what they all try
Girl,
out?
you late.
I told you. I'm so outdated. I'm like
it's okay. I was late to that too, but I think that's been going on for like the last like 3 months or something. Ever since like Corona started getting really bad, people were like trying to look for new things to do at home. I would have never imagined that you were gonna say Targona coffee. Woo, that makes me feel better.
I'm like really outdated. My friends call me Harmony.
Oh, really?
Like
Harmony?
seriously,
Like
because
grandma? That's my nickname too. But because I sleep early and wake up early, that's my nickname. Not because I'm like outdated, because I just live like a Harmony.
I sleep really late and I wake up really, really, really late.
I mean, because, you know, most people who do music, they like to work like at dawn, right? When everyone else is asleep.
Well, I think it's because we have really messed up sleep schedule.
I know, why? Why do all of you guys have such messed up sleep schedules? But then I asked, I was like, can't you just like go to sleep at like 12 a.m. and wake up at 9 and start working on music then? They were like, no, it's not the same. So do you feel like that too?
Well, honestly, honestly, it's because, you know, like you have friends, right? You want to talk to your friends and all that stuff. And all your friends, they wake up like really late at night. So even if even if you have a very healthy sleep schedule, you don't have no one to hang out with or talk to. So it's like you feel very left alone because
I see.
and all those like shows and stuff, they like when you perform in clubs and stuff, like
they're late.
They start very late. So.
Okay. Well, still make sure to take care of yourself. Eat plenty of food. Get plenty of rest. It was so much fun having you in the studio today.
Oh,
and
thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to let you go, but it is time. So we gotta say goodbye. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans?
I was actually surprised for all the crowd being so nice to me. All these nice, I mean, it's like so sweet that I actually assumed that it was like a bot or something because they're so nice and sweet. Okay, like I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. So I'm like really touched right now. I feel like I feel these warm rays of lights.
Oh, and I'm sure our listeners all became fans of you. They love you a lot.
Oh,
so
thank you.
if you see like new followers on Instagram, then it's them. Yeah, guys, go say hi to her Instagram. Go follow her. Don't try to search for her Stan Twitter account. But yes, we had so much fun today, and I hope you'll come back the next time you release a new album.
Of course,
yes,
of course.
And we'll be rooting for you, and we'll be playing your songs here on SoundK as well.
Oh, thank you.
So we're gonna say goodbye today with the last song by Swervy. This is Alibi, and this has been yours truly, DJ Ash. Shine on loves. Bye bye.
Bye bye.